And look, I mean, some people understand that completely. People like Nick Fuentes, who has been, platformed by Tucker Carlson, he understands where all this comes from. I'm guessing that JD Vance has, some knowledge of history. But the reality is that there are a lot of people that are repeating many of these names without understanding the historical echoes. That they like the triumph of the will. They like the will to power. They still think of themselves as Christians and American patriots, while they're basically ignoring 2,000 years of Christian culture and embracing Nietzsche, or the Triumph of the Will, which was the name of the famous, Leni Riefenstahl, German propaganda film.
Yeah.
You listen to Stephen Miller talking about strength and power and, civilizational erasure. And look, the reality is, and I know that people push back against any reference to this, but fascism and Nazism were not some disease, some let me put it this way. They weren't some thing that just fell from the sky from a meteor. There were attitudes and beliefs. There was a culture behind it that emphasized national greatness, that emphasized ethnic identity, that emphasized, that Western civilization needs to fight against the pollution of the dark hordes, all of that. And so, uh, you know, and this goes back to the Michelle Goldberg thing. When people would say, this rhetoric referring to immigrants as vermin and scum and everything,
Yes.
this has historical resonance. This dehumanization of people has happened before. We were dismissed. People, poo-pooed it all. And yet you're seeing the pictures that are happening right now. We're not at Gestapo level. We're not at Nazi Germany level, but it feels as if this, dehumanization, denaturalization, otherization, and I hate using words like that,
Yeah.
um, is, where do we think it's going to lead?